Hey guys, Cher here, and forgive me if this video seems like a little haphazard, because for this video did not want to make it a straight up review because I don't think I could do anything with this, and also I just wanted to give like thoughts that are just, running through my head as I'm talking. Like I said, no script, no anything. And also, forgive me if you're hearing, like, weird noises in this video because, first of all, there is construction going on the other side of the street from where I live, and it's incredibly loud, and considering how it's, like, basically summer here now, I wanted to open the windows because it's really cold in this room, but because it's so noisy outside, I can't do that. So I turned on my heater instead because my bedroom is cold and I just need warmth but without the extra noise. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Lil Nas X's song Old Town Road. And I know I'm way behind on this whole like train of nonsense that this song is getting, but I thought about this for a while because I did not know how to express myself in regards to the whole subject, because I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm not black. You can clearly see I am not black. So the whole like the Billboard like country hits doesn't want this song on their country charts because of whatever. I can't go into the racial aspect because I am not well educated on what the heck like indicates like what's racism in this concept and what it is not. So I'm not going to dive too deep into that regard. What I will say about it is that I think the racism argument almost is kind of valid because if we know anything about country music in today's day and age, since forever, the most English, Caitlin, speak it. The most dominated race of that genre is clearly white. Like, it's been like this, I think, since the dawn of country music. And from what I understand, we've only had, like, very few, almost to none, successful black country artists. I'm not saying that they don't exist, but they're just very hard to come by because this genre is so racially dominated. Like, even with today, the only, like, country star I know who is not white is Darius Rucker, and seriously, listen to his music. It's downright nice. That's not to say that they're probably doing it on purpose. Like I said, I don't have any evidence to confirm or deny this. I'm just saying, you look at the country stations right now, like, I'm serious, Darius Rucker's the only non-white person that you'll find. But also the fact that most of the country stars in country that are successful or on the radio are also men. Because with every female country artist, like Carrie Underwood, Faith Hill, Dolly Parton, Reba McEntire, like, there's one of those, and there's going to be, like, 20 male country artists that people will know about. Like, I bet, like, if I asked any person who listens to country, like, name, like, 20 country stars from the top of their head, most of them are gonna be male, because that is indeed true. I mean, it's sort of the same for pop music. There's definitely more male pop stars than there are female pop stars, but that's not the argument that I want to make today. This is not about, like, male versus female. That's an entirely different video. Like I said, I wanted to talk about Old Town Road by Lil Nas X. So, this song has been getting a lot of attention because Lil Nas X, or whoever like listens to music is claiming that this song is part hip hop, part trap music, and also part country. And I listened to both the original and the remix with Billy Ray Cyrus, and I can see the argument because there's a banjo playing in the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of the song, which does resemble some country elements, but not really like modern country elements. Maybe like old, little bit older, and not mainstream. Which I like it. It's different. It adds a little character to a trap song that I've been listening to 100 times already. But I'm just gonna set it straight. It's a trap song. It's hip hop. Like, to say it's full country is like saying, oh, mustard's the same thing as ketchup. Like, that's not true. I think we all know at this point that it's not exactly country, but it does incorporate country elements. Like, if you listen to the lyrics, it's not your typical trap song where it's talking mostly about alcohol, drugs, money, strip clubs, and whatever the like. I mean, it does have some elements of that, especially if you listen to the Billy Ray Cyrus version. But in the original, it's basically just this guy who's basically living life as if he's from the Midwest. Like, we don't really hear that a lot. And I think, look, I think most of you know by now, I do not prefer rap or hip hop songs because most of them are just the same thing and they're boring. And also they just have bad messages these days. But Old Town Road, it's okay. Like, it's not a masterpiece. Like, I don't think Lil Nas X was expecting to be the next Tupac or anything, but you can tell the kid was just having fun with it. Like, it's something different. It's something that we never really heard before, because when you add, like, elements of two different genres together, it's gonna create something new, and I appreciate him for doing that. But I'm just gonna say it, it's not a country song, and whatever, built the Billboard country hits thing, whatever their reason was for not putting this, or taking the song out of their charts, like, whatever the reason was, like, at this point, like, if we found out, like, what the real reason was, maybe there would be a conversation about it, but all we got out of it was, it just didn't, like, have the country elements to be a country song, to which, okay, I think I kind of get it, because, look, it does not sound country at all, besides the lyrics and the little banjo thing. Like, that's all it has. Like, it's, like, you can mostly find it on the hip-hop or maybe pop station. Like, it's on the Hot 100 right now, as, like, one of the most popularly played. Like, I listened to it, like, maybe 3 times after the song came out. Once was going to my sister's graduation, and the other 2 times were as I was driving to and from work. Like, so the song is still getting radio play, but people's arguments is that it's not getting radio play in the right places. Like, people are like, how come you can't put it on the country charts? Like you put a lot of things that don't even sound country on the country charts anyway. Like, Taylor Swift is not even country anymore, and they're still playing her songs on there. To which I agree. I mean, yes, Taylor did start out as a country artist, and in my opinion, I think she would have done perfectly better if she stayed on that road instead of where she is now, because if you didn't see my latest review on her latest song, oh boy, I have a lot of things to say about that one. But yeah, I do agree. But I also agree with that. I think what defines the country genre is changing, especially in this decade, because country now kind of doesn't sound like the country that I grew up with. Country, like, now has, like, rock elements. They're trying to incorporate hip-hop into it, and I'm not saying the hip-hop incorporating is good, but they are trying to. Like, they're incorporating, like, guitars from, like, regular pop. They try to incorporate EDM. They try to incorporate so many things into country now, because I think they're trying to get a more diverse um, like fan base, especially down in like, you know, Memphis, Atlanta, like wherever a country is huge. They're trying to get people to sign up to them because they need to keep this, you know, their business alive. Because country music, their industry is a business. They still need to make money off of it. The one thing I just don't understand is that if this kid is trying to like if it's done the reverse, if hip-hop's trying to incorporate other genres, it's like the apocalypse or something. It's like, oh no, it's gonna, like, since hip-hop is trying to incorporate some country into their genre, it's like, oh no, country's gonna be tainted. Isn't country tainted enough? But like I said, I can't really go into, like, the backstory of a white-dominated genre versus a black-dominated genre, which hip-hop was for a very long time. It was started by the African-American community because they needed their own music to play, while everything else was, like, watered-down white music, which I entirely understand. Like, I wouldn't blame them. Like, I saw, like, the live show of The Wiz. Oh my god, that show was lit. Like, if you can find, like, I think it was from 2015 or 2016, if you can find the live show of The Wiz anywhere, I suggest you watch it. It's, like, I don't know how to explain it, it's just so amazing, you just need to watch. But yeah, as I was saying, I really don't have much input on the song itself because I've listened to it a bunch of times. First of all, it's incredibly short, so I don't even know why the original version would have radio play because literally, the original version is like less than 2 minutes. I mean, I know songs back in the day were usually less than 2 minutes or about 2 minutes long, but this is like today's day and age where most of the songs are at 3 minutes or 4 minutes. So I just found that kind of weird, but I'm like, okay, I mean, it sounds like a finished song, like, I probably wouldn't listen to it on a regular basis, but it's fine. And the one with Billy Ray Cyrus, I really think after the backlash that, Lil Nas X got from the original version, Billy Ray was like, you know what, if we want to get this song back on the country charts, put me in it. Then I'm like, dude, you've been riding on the coattails of other famous country stars for years, because his couple of albums, his debut album was like the best selling of, what is it, 1990 something? I forgot. I need to watch Time in the Shadows video to remind myself of that. But other than that one album, like, Billy Ray Cyrus was just basically a one-hit wonder, and he didn't get famous again until his daughter Miley became Hannah Montana. Like, everyone knows the truth. Like, if it wasn't for Achy Breaky Heart and Hannah Montana, Billy Ray Cyrus would have been a nobody. Like, just a downright nobody. And so, the fact that he's riding on the coattails of this poor kid who just wanted to, like, make a fun song, like, I don't know how I would describe it, really. I was just like, I mean, yeah, I guess Billy Ray Cyrus being on the track kinda helps, because he did make it to country music as a start, but other than that, it's been downhill from there. But then again, I think Billy Ray Cyrus was Lil Nas X's best choice, because I don't know what other country star would actually try to join on a track such as this. This is just me rambling, and if this is still just like a stupid white girl who doesn't know, like, what the heck she's talking about, please tell me. Because, like I said, I've been thinking about this for, like, weeks. And a couple of months, like, since the song came out, and I still don't know how to describe it because the solutions or problems to this scenario are, like, so not black and white that there is no direct, like, thing that we should do about it, because the song in general is just such an anomaly of different things. And like I said, I think this song is interesting. I mean, it's not the best thing, it's not gonna be groundbreaking, like, it's not going to, like, be in the Hall of Fame for anything. But I do wish Lil Nas X the best of luck, because I do think that this kid could make something of himself if he makes more creative music like this, and I seriously hope he does, because, oh my god, most hip-hop songs are still not original in the slightest. Like I said, Lil Nas X, you do you, I want you to do you, and I want you to write any song that you desire. So I'm Cait, Cher, and I hope you have a really nice weekend. Ciao!